Another Destiny 2 video, and Bungie has decided to drop the twab right as these servers are coming back online after, was it 4 hours of downtime? I'm also going to cover the hotfix in this. Those notes went up an hour ago, and there's a good amount of stuff in there. Maybe they'll cover that in the twab, I'm not sure. But we will see what's on deck today. We got some Trials news, and a sneak peek at an upcoming Season of the Deep quest. Man, they really took the don't do secret seasons thing to heart, huh? Okay. This week at Bungie, we've been raiding nonstop. Did you participate in the world's first race? Have you finished your with your clanmates already? No, I have not done any of that. I was going to do it this week, but I haven't yet. Okay. How about those new raid armor sets? I appreciate them going outside the lines, but those are not my favorites. Were you lucky enough to get your hands on the new raid exotic? I hear it is awesome. We hope the psychedelic panoramas created by the Clash of Light and Dark were a pleasant surprise. We're already deep into Defiance's third week, so let's keep this intro short. We can all back to some of that amazing Awoken themed gear. Here's a reminder of what we talked about last week. Oh, wait, no, this is last week. So this is when they mentioned the Season of the Deep quest where they're going to, talk about the Veil and stuff. That was somewhat confusing, whether that was planned or an improvised thing. Yeah, we'll touch on that another time. Our fresh batch of TWAB news. Congrats to the world's first race winners, Art of Lightfall developer insight videos, updates to commendations and Guardian ranks. I do wonder if this is past what they've already done. Have you played the new exotic quest? Yes. Trials of Osiris is back this week. Player support updates, movie of the week, art of the week. Okay. They are the champions, my friend. There's no stopping the champions at one Root of Nightmares World First Race. Congratulations one more time, team Hard in the Paint. For those curious about the team, how they work together to finish first, and how they play the game, go check out our interview with them. Doesn't matter if you played along and tried to best the best of the best, or if you prefer to relax and watch a few streams to enjoy the experience and earn some cool emblems. Raid launches are unforgettable for the studio, and this one was extra special as we broke our viewership record on Twitch. Oh, did they? We hope the players, more than 190,000 of you who beat the final boss during contest mode, are feeling good right now. Time to go complete some challenges if you want to improve your chances of getting the new conditional finality exotic shotgun. I like that they have implemented that dungeon system into the raids now, so people won't go a million times without getting it. No mention of how easy contest mode was here. That was the big point of pushback among many people, because I think more people cleared this on contest mode than all other raid races combined, but they do not seem ready to talk about that yet. The Art of Lightfall. I saw this earlier this week. There is a new ArtStation feature that you can check out in a developer insight video about the art. Really cool stuff. We got a full picture of the Veil based on the concept art there. I was going to do a video actually going through all of this art and kind of commenting on the final product and the concepts and stuff. So maybe I'll still do that tomorrow. Updates, combination, and Guardian ranks. Okay, this is what they already did. This week's updates bring some welcome changes and quality of life improvements to the game, including an increase to the exotic engram drop rate for completing Legend and Master Lost sectors. Yes, this was in the patch notes. We do not know what this drop rate increase is yet, because it was so bad before, it's hard to even know. I feel like it was 10% on Legend and 25% on Master, but you could obviously, I don't think there's bad luck protection either, so you could go really long stretches, 20 without anything. On Tuesday, we reduced commendations requirements for Guardian ranks 7 through 11 to better fit our player goals for the future. Even with plenty of data and experience, it's tough to predict social system behavior until it's in the hands of our community. Here are the new requirements. They knocked all these down by, some of them by a metric ton. These were insane. Again, none of these there should not be Guardian commendation rank requirements for any levels. It is a bad idea to have them in Guardian ranks in the first place. We're not done making changes to commendations and Guardian ranks. We'll be updating you all with more info soon on what's to come. Example, moving the Lost Scepter objectives to higher Guardian ranks so fewer players are stuck at rank 6. Is that why people are stuck? Because the only thing I was stuck on was commendation rank. I guess, what's the hard one? Solo flawlessing a legendary Lost Sector? Okay, I don't think that's the most pressing problem with Guardian ranks. I wrote a whole article about what I think is wrong with Guardian ranks. The main thing being that they're temporary, which makes me not want to grind them at all. Okay, we'll see what else they changed. It sounds like they're just kind of shuffling challenges around. All right. Good work, assistants. We hope by this time you've had a chance to play the new exotic quests, Node, Overed, Avalon. If you haven't, you might want to visit the Gulch in the EDZ, take a look. Then a second one, and you might start noticing those fancy white cubes literally hanging around. We'll leave the rest to you. Evie, you are chewing a horn directly at my feet now. That is too close. Okay. I never even did the white cubes thing. I just was following people who had already unlocked it, so I don't even know what that mechanic was, because once you do the mission the first time, then it just becomes a node. Alright, so you get the very cool exotic glaive called Vexcalibur. It's a special weapon, not because of the special ammo it fires. Its perk allows you to build a replenishable void overshield, and you can also craft and enhance it. In order to do the latter, you'll have to wield your fancy new glaive while exploring the various angles of the Vex network that this quest opens. Use your head, but also your glaive shield to go farther each week. Yeah, so I did a few of those like little mystery things. I missed getting the new intrinsic last week, but I guess there was no new intrinsic this week. So I guess they're spacing that out. I think you have to clear the thing on Legendary to get the Catalyst, but like, given what Legendary is like now, that sounds like a freaking nightmare. So I have no desire to do that at the current moment. Although I'm 1815 now, so I guess I might as well, but ugh, God, okay. Then you craft your personalized version of Excalibur and make an old friend proud. There's no Lady of the Lake in the story. If you find yourself in front of a certain Radiolarian pool, do your old friend a favor and assert your authority over whatever repurposed mine you might find around. It's a good quest. I really like the quest. I'm just not itching to do it on Legendary, which for Operation Seraph Shield, that was actually really fun to do on Legendary, but we did not have this minus 15 delta that we do here, and enemies were not smacking you like trucks, and you're dying to frame rate glitches and all this crap. So, I think you have to fire team up for that, but I don't know if it has the mod where it increases enemy health. Fire teams. Some activities do, some activities don't. So I'm a little confused on that, but I haven't checked. The Saints awaits. Trials of Osiris is back a week earlier than initially planned. We're certain you're all more than prepared. Okay. The reason for this change is already known. It has nothing to do with Saints' well-deserved paid time off, nor Valis' Forge's tight schedule, with an issue we're fixing today. This is when they fixed invisibility from players, which allegedly is now fixed. First, an important note, Fireteam matchmaking is enabled in Trials, and as such, we removed the freelance node. No. We've been analyzing 3v3 data in competitive division this season without freelance in place, and we're confident Fireteam matchmaking provides a solid experience. More details soon. So Trials of Osiris is back. There are a few new rewards on the menu. We have the Immortal, a brand new 900 RPM strain legendary submachine gun that can roll with some crazy perks like Rangefinder and Killing Wind. Wow, crazy. Okay, I do hear that this Immortal SMG Eevee. Are you just finding new things to make noise? I did hear that this thing has crazy stats, so I'm probably actually going to play Trials this season because I essentially skipped it all last season, and I missed a few of the drops now at this point. So it's probably time to get back into it. I've even been playing PvP on PC now. I used to only play PvP on console, but I've started playing it on PC a little bit. I'm sure this is going to go terribly, and I will have a truly awful Trials record that people on Twitter will start screenshotting and then throwing at me whenever I complain about anything. But I do want some of these new weapons. So, and then there's also Astral Horizon. Kinetic, this is just returning. Okay, so it's coming back with new perks. Slide shot, surplus, and opening shot are still there. I would keep an eye on shot swap or elemental capacitor. Yeah, these are mostly PvP focused things. Don't forget the Trials rewards system has changed slightly to the way the other tower vendors work. Instead of carrying your earned engrams with you, they'll stay with Saint until you decode them. Love that change. Really good quality of life change. Man, we were just between getting rid of umbrals and getting rid of the vendor engrams from your inventory, it's fantastic. All that goes in there now are prime engrams and Eververse engrams. You're never overloaded on engrams now. It's really great. Really good change. The best change they made for that kind of system other than the blues change. Apart from the currently featured one, there's the option to focus weapon and armor sets that are no longer in rotation. For a certain number of engrams and resources, Trials engrams from previous seasons can't be used in this new system and must be decrypted at Master Pool. So if I pay like 1 million engrams, I can even get some of the old weapons from the past few seasons that I never ended up getting. So that's pretty good. Iron Banner is also this week, or next week, Tuesday. So they moved it because of the invisibility glitch. As a reminder, we increased Iron Banner rep gains from winning matches starting the final week of Iron Banner Season 19. They adjusted the balance multipliers of challenges and gear, significantly increased the multiplier from wearing an emblem. Season 20, you can claim this emblem at rank 16 on the first reset of Iron Banner, so more players will have a chance to equip it and start earning 50% more rep. Well, I thought, but if you already have an emblem, that still works, right? I think it does. Okay. The Iron Banner modes we've launched over the past 3 seasons, Rift, Eruption, and Fortress, have performed well, and while we have more ideas for interesting variations on existing standard modes, we're going to take a breath before introducing more Iron Banner modes. We'll share more information on these game modes in a future blog. In the meantime, we're running 3 different modes, 1 each week. Next week, old favorite, Iron Banner Control. Week 6 is Eruption. Week 9, Fortress. Okay, I like that. It doesn't have to be a new thing every friggin' time, so, I'm fine with this. What about the rewards? 2 Legacy Iron Banner weapons. Boo. Joram's Claw at Bite of the Fox. Okay. Players, all hail Nezarek, final god of Dad Bod. Amazing. Okay, contest mode emblems. You had to complete the encounter and its white mechanic. If you died to the white mechanic before you were fully able to defeat Nezarek, that does not count. Joining raids in progress, having contributed to completion ineligibility. So, sorry. Twitch shop emblems. If you can go to the missing Twitch rewards section here and go to these links if you missed those. Daily Dusty 2 Ritual Reset. Daylight Savings Time has updated. It's now an hour later now. I hate this. They should just leave it alone. I hate Daylight Savings Time. Being a parent, Daylight Savings Time is the worst freaking thing on the planet. Known issues. Whoa, long lists. And there are. Okay. Some players aren't able to unlock the EDZ. Yeah, that would be an issue. Haven't heard of that one, but preservation is not available for some newer players. Some players can unlock the Throne World. Returning veteran players do not have access to all weapon and ghost mods. I think I do. Veteran players do not receive correct amount of lore books when they rank up. Apparently, I don't think I have that. Countdown and its variants were not added to Weekly Crucible Challenge. Reservoir versus Explosion with Subsistence can sometimes fail to activate. Adept Trials Hand Cannon is getting 1 round less in the magazine than non-adept. Grab Lift on Niamuna is tied to frame rates, causing players with higher frame rates to die upon landing. Do we have Threshers in here? Are Threshers in here? Mark All As Seen button does not work. Yes, I've seen that. Dimensional Hyper Trochoid Launcher can launch with a Range Masterwork. Non-Lightfall quests show up under Lightfall. Hunters that die and have Strand reapplied will lose their first Strand aspect. Yeesh, that's bad. Hunter Gauntlets Thunderhead Grips are missing as an ornament. Yes, I've noticed that because I was trying to transmog that whole set. Certain heavy weapon archetypes are not benefiting from a 3rd reserve mod. Players are no longer able to equip the Unbroken title, and that explains why I haven't seen any of those. Restoration reverts to a lower timer when reapplying the source of the buff. Ugh. Weapons can mark targets through Titan Barricades. Friend of Generation stops functioning on Hunters for grenades that aren't grapple after using their super. Unpowered melee can produce fast melee combos in quick succession. Alright. Players experience a black screen when previewing armor bundles on PS5. Equipping a large amount of decaying armor charge mods start to deactivate tier 4 and 5 artifact mods from the player. So these are like the Strand explosion ones, so don't equip a large amount of decaying armor charge mods, I guess. Some players on Steam are unable to progress past the class icon. Combinations are grayed out in some activities. Missing. Threshers one-shot you, and a bunch of other stuff one-shots you because of high frame rate problems. Also missing. Quicksilver Storm and Touch of Malice have 40% less damage than they should. These are really important issues. I want to see them in here, and I want them fixed. So, not great. Okay, Art of the Week is good. Movies of the Week are good. And, okay, so this is the end of the TWAB, but we're also going to do the hotfix here. So they did change a good amount of stuff. Some fixes, but obviously the stuff I just mentioned has not been fixed. Animation changes made to data collection boss encounter had the potentials to cause issues with photosensitive players. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. One problem with this, with the variable, or wait, not the variable, whatever the new Vex mission is, when you're collecting the motes, if you have too many buffs, it pushes how many motes you're holding off the screen. That's bad. Okay, so this is increase the exotic armor drop rate. We need to figure out what that is and if it's actually worth farming, because a lot of sectors are so hard now. Fix an issue that prevented Vex Incursion Countermeasures weekly bounty. This is the Nimbus bounty. Okay, so I can finally log in and play the new Vex whatever it's called, mission thing this week, if this is actually fixed, because I could not get the bounty on any of my characters this week. Fix an issue where players and their ults could not progress Hall of Heroes intro. Didn't see that. UI UX made a adjustment how return to orbit options triggered after completing a specific battleground. Oh, this is so people don't miss end of mission cinematics. Armor fixed an issue where some artifact mods were not properly proccing anti-barrier capabilities. Hunters fixed an issue where volatile rounds were not granted by equipping Gyrfalcon. Blocking void weapons from anti-barrier. Well, that's a big one. I haven't been using Void Hunter this season, but I used that all last season, so that's bad. Armor Scav, Jotun was getting too much ammo, so that's why it was disabled everywhere. Weapons, they nerfed Winter Bite. It was doing too much damage. Hopefully it's still viable. Titan specifically, when using it... Or wait, no, this is for all glaives. The bonus to glaive melee damage has been reduced. That sucks. That's like one of the only fun glaive things to do is Synthocept Titan. Fix an issue where Lightfall versions of the Inquisitor and Mindbenders Ambition had incorrect magazine perks. Fix an issue where Grand Overture's Blinding applied other sources of splash damage. Yeah, I heard that was really good. Like, too good. Strand. Increase the eternal cooldown of Thread of Ascent fragment from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Do not remember what this is. I think this is the one that refills your ammo and when you grapple. I might be wrong. Fix an issue where after a player grappled to a thrown tangle, Berserker's Into the Fray aspect would fail to activate on further tangle detonations. Weird. Fix an issue when suspending detonation on the Broodweaver's Mindspin invocation aspect was not properly stunning unstoppable champions. I think I run into that one, so that's good. Strand was not working with Radiant. It is now. Fix an issue where Threat of Generation would stop working after Silk Strike's super deactivation when the grenades are equipped. That's very specific. Power and progression, they reduced commendation score. They should eliminate commendation score. This is what they fixed where it's like get over 130,000 in a Legend Nightfall, but it really means Master Nightfall, so now that should be fixed so you can get over 130 in Legends. That's one of the last things I have to do, I think. And then you cannot farm commendations by blowing yourself up with rockets anymore or failing Petra's runs or whatever. Cannot do that. So you have to earn commendations the old-fashioned way with mindless actual gameplay. General fix an issue. This is them fixing the invisibility glitch. Big problem. Hopefully that is fully fixed. And Twitch gift sub bounty reward now appears the correct joke. Okay, so there's still a lot of stuff they have to take on, but you know, this is a good amount of fixes, and some really important ones are in here, so that's good. But so that is the twab, and that is the hotfix, and now I will log in and see what's actually changed, and if I can go get my Nimbus bounty finally. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.